country has no color and the hierarchy of relationships.
On this episode of Simply Necessary Conversations.
So y'all all know that I am a proud Beyoncé fan. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a part of the Beehive just because I feel like anytime you say something like that, people think you have a cult mentality. I do not have a cult mentality. I just recognize talent when I see talent, and I think she's very talented, and I like her music. And the breaking news of the world, at least my part of my world, has been that she is dropping a country album. And for those of you that don't remember, once upon a time, she and the Chicks, formerly known as, or previously known as the Dixie Chicks, but then they changed their name, whatever. They were performing at the CMAs, and Beyonce did not get a warm welcome when she sang Daddy's Lessons, which was on her album Formation. And she says that was the catalyst for her creating this country album. So I just think that it's interesting that somebody of her stature, somebody that has all of the awards and all the things that she has, that people are not talking about the fact that she's making a new album. It's the fact that it's a country album that's either really exciting for some people or completely bothering some people.
Yeah. Well, and then there are people like me who definitely I am not a part of the Beehive, but I respect her talent. That's a talented female. You can feel how you want to feel. If you say that Beyonce is not talented, you're just a hater at this point.
Exactly.
Because she is talented. She can sing. She can dance. Her drive and dedication, her commitment to her craft is
and her ability to stay out of mess in celebrity world
is beyond. Well, they had the little elevator incident,
that,
but aside
that
from
was Jay-Z. That wasn't Beyonce.
True, and she handled that like a boss. She took that and made it a teachable, monetizing moment. So even that. So I'm not a part of the Beehive, but I respect her game, and I just think it's kind of silly for people to be all up in arms about her doing a country album because she's from Texas. She is from Texas.
Let's get into the fact that this woman is literally from Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. And there was that one station, I forget where the station was, but there was that one station that said they weren't going to play Beyonce because she's not a country artist, even though she's singing a country song. And then people spammed them and they said,
they thought they were.
Well, we got to play it now.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. I get if you're not a country fan and you're like, why is Beyonce making a country album?
Yeah.
I personally have grown to like country music. I wouldn't say it's my favorite genre. It used to be my absolute least favorite genre. But I see the value in country music, and I think there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of songwriting skill that goes into it.
Yeah. And
it's something that a lot of Black people haven't had the opportunity to get into just because country has been a white genre.
But see, even that's not true.
And
that's not true. You had Charlie Pride. You might not recognize that name, but Charlie Pride has been singing or was singing country music back when I was a kid. He was one of few. Tracy Chapman and
Darius Rucker.
There have been many country music artists, and what is so silly about the whole thing is the thin line between country music and R&B music is the twang. There's a little bit of a twang in country music, but R&B and country are so close to the same thing. Blues and country especially are so close to the same thing that it's just silly for people to try to act like it's such a big deal for her to sing a country music song.
I feel like a lot of artists have dipped their toes into the water of having a country, like Nelly, for example. Nelly is a rapper, but a lot of his songs are country songs.
He did a crossover song with Florida Georgia Line, and it was a hit. So people just want something to complain about at this point, and
a lot of people are just mad that yet again a Black person, yet again Beyonce specifically, is taking over something that used to be something that Black people weren't involved in.
That people are not used to seeing. But yeah, I mean the music writing that she has done, all of the credits that she has for what, different genres that she's worked in and created and stuff. And what she did is what we all need to learn to do is when somebody tells you can't do something, you not only do it, but you crush it, and you crush them and their criticism while you're doing it.
And somebody tweeted in 2015, 2016 after the CMAs thing happened, and they literally said Beyonce somewhere writing a whole country album because she petty.
Period. Yes, ma'am.
And
that's what you're supposed to do. When somebody tells you can't, not only do you do it, but you do it better than anybody has ever done.
And for anybody that's just Beyonce sings R&B, Beyonce has songs in Spanish. She has dance songs. She has R&B songs. She has pop songs. She has rock-ish sounding songs. She has a rap song. Like, she has dipped her toe into the water of every single genre that exists. She even had Arabic scales in her music before. Like, please, let's
just look at I Will Always Love You, that a lot of people think Whitney Houston. Yeah, like that was a Dolly Parton song. Dolly Parton wrote that song, and Whitney Houston revised it and made it her own, and Dolly gets a check every time somebody sings her version or Whitney's version, or plays her version or Whitney's version. The genres have always been crossing over. I grew up in a house with my daddy, who people might be shocked, but he liked country music. We listened to the Oak Ridge Boys. If I had to listen to Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton one more time, I thought I was going to jump off a cliff, because that was his song. He had 2 records that he would play when we would, on Saturday cleanup day. Y'all African Americans, y'all know what I'm talking about. On Saturday cleanup day, when everybody got to pick, their genre at, taking turns, we had to listen to Islands in the Stream and the Oak Ridge Boys sing their songs, because that was what he liked. Because that country and blues are very close cousins.
Yeah. So I feel like I said in the beginning, country has no color. Music has no color. Willow is writing rock music right now. Like, I don't think that anybody should be put in a box. Like, there's Blue Eyed Soul. There's people like Joss Stone, Adele, that have a very soulful sound to their music, and like JoJo, who has R&B albums.
And don't act like you was not riding out to Rascal Flatts' Life is a Highway on the soundtrack for the Cars movie. Like, that was a bop. There's a lot of country music that we listen to, or we've had it remixed and covered by people, and you don't even know it's a country song. So Beyonce, is it a shock to anybody that the woman that takes over the whole world every time she does something took over the world for a minute with a country song? Like, is that a shock to anybody?
So next time y'all listen to 16 Carriages of Texas Hold'em, give credit where credit is due. And speaking of Texas Hold'em, we did a TikTok to Texas Hold'em in San Antonio, and that's going to be the let me put y'all on for today, because we recently took a spring break trip there, and I was surprised by the amount of things that there were to do. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people don't think to go to San Antonio on vacation. They think Houston, Dallas, which those places are cool. I want to visit both of those places one day. But San Antonio, I feel like, had more of a historic vibe and a lot of culture that I didn't know existed.
And it was a very friendly city. Like, we didn't know, because, whenever you travel somewhere, you're not sure what the atmosphere is going to be like, what the culture is going to be like, but it was a very friendly city. It did seem to be a very culturally rich city, which I liked. There were several museums. We went to 2 of them.
There's the Alamo.
And for those of you that are like me, that, you grew up reading in history class about the Alamo and remember the Alamo, you think, okay, the Alamo has to be in some outskirt or remote location. No, ma'am.
They put that thing right in the middle of the city.
The Alamo has been built around so that the Alamo is literally in the middle of the city. Like, you're walking expecting to have to go to some off the beaten path location. No, the Alamo is sitting right there in the middle of the city. So that was a surprise to me, because I didn't know what to expect.
And I would definitely recommend getting a hotel that is kind of in the heart of the city, because while you have to like Uber or Lyft or drive from the airport, once you get in the city, the majority of the things that we did, other than 2 museums,
well, really one museum, because we did walk to one of them.
Yeah, one museum. Everything else that we did was within walking distance.
It is, I think San Antonio, because we visited a lot of places, San Antonio was one of the most walkable cities that we visited, and I liked that about it. It's, if the weather was pleasant, which it was for us, thankfully, you can walk to a lot of the places and things that you want to see. And it was spring break for us. I don't know what time of year it would have been for them, but it was nice because you could tell we were in a touristy area, but it was not over. At no point did I feel like we were overcrowded or
even the restaurants.
Like
all of the, other than we couldn't go to one restaurant because it was crowded.
Super popular.
Because it was I think it's the first restaurant that was on the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
So one restaurant we couldn't go to just because it was super crowded the day that we tried to go, but everywhere else we were pretty much able to just
and
do what we wanted.
Highly recommend the river cruise because it will let you see how pervasive that river is in San Antonio. Like it's hardly anywhere that you can. Very relaxing, very walkable. food, drink, entertainment all along the Riverwalk. And at night, it is very pretty. It's in the daytime it's nice, but at night when everything is lit up, it is very pretty. I would definitely visit there again.
And I feel like it's good for any age. Like little kids would find it. Like one of the museums we went to would be perfect for families to take kids to. Mm-hmm. There's like places, there's bars, there's, places where adults can hang out. Mm-hmm. There's places where older people would like to just, sit and chill or whatever. So I feel like if you are going to take a family vacation, a girls trip, whatever, it's a good spot to go. Shout out to Sonder. That's where we stayed while we were in San Antonio. Yeah, our new favorite. I don't even know what to call it because it's not a hotel.
It's not an Airbnb.
It's a hotel, and an Airbnb had a baby.
Yeah,
and it's very wonderful for antisocial people like myself that do not like interacting with others. Because you don't have to talk to nobody your entire stay. You don't even have to talk to like the people that come and clean the hotel at all, like no one. Yeah. And we hardly saw any. We saw one person.
Yeah, there were people staying there, obviously.
Yeah, like we could hear voices. We weren't alone.
Yeah, but it was. I enjoy it. They are my new favorite travel destination residence provider. I don't even know what to call them, but yeah.
And there's no like hidden fees or whatever. Like you book your stay and then it's
they are masters at putting you somewhere where you're in the heart of everything, but nobody knows you're there. Like when you stay at a Sonder, it's so discreet that nobody knows that.
Like, okay, you see people signs.
You see their signs, so you know you're home. But it's not one of those things where everybody would know. Oh, that's somewhere where people are staying or vacation or whatever. And I like that about that. And it's super clean. Consistently, anything you need in your room is there.
They have like in the one that we stayed in San Antonio, they had like not amenities, but they had like a area where you could go and get like toiletries or whatever that you needed. Yeah. So you wouldn't even have to ask someone if you needed stuff like that. And I like having a kitchen and having like a separate bedroom and living room area. Yeah. Because I could be on the phone at night. And it doesn't bother you because like there's two separate areas.
Yeah, and you can save if you're frugal. You can save because you don't have to eat out. If you're staying on an extended stay, you could buy food and cook it as opposed to having to buy food or take out. Or even if you want to stock up on your snacks and things, you got a refrigerator and a freezer. Unlike some of the hotels where you just got a little mini fridge, you got a full size refrigerator. You got freezer. You got all the utensils, dishwasher, the whole nine. Washer and dryer. So we came back home with clean clothes. We did not have dirty laundry because I woke her up early and said, we're going to wash these clothes and put them back in the suitcase. When we get home, we just put them back in the closet in the drawer. So anyway, shout out to Sonder. We're not paid spokespeople. This is our genuine, unpaid
But
opinion.
If you would like to sponsor a Sonder,
Hi.
contact us. So this is very interesting to me. I literally just saw this and screenshotted it because I was just like, why? Robert De Niro is 80 years old, and he has a 10-month-old daughter. So what had happened was, what was he doing?
Well, we know what he was doing. We know what he was doing. The question is, you know what? I don't even have a question for Mr. De Niro because Mr. De Niro was standing on big business. That's what he was doing. My question is, the mother of...
I got to do a quick Google search.
Yes, the mother of the child, I assume her husband is it his wife that had the baby.
We finna find out
because
in a moment.
I mean, I don't want to jinx him. Lord, I don't want to jinx him. I love Robert De Niro, but he is quite up there in years. And when you're so far in years, the chances of you being around to participate in the upbringing of that child get slimmer and slimmer. So, I mean, while I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. So, it's a girlfriend.
He got 7 other kids.
Okay, so this is baby number 7, and it's a girlfriend, not a wife. Okay, I'm not going to judge
his oldest kid is 56.
That's crazy.
I think this is his oldest child, but his kid is 56.
So, his oldest child is old enough to be the grandparent of his youngest child.
Yes.
That's very...
And he also has his youngest, other than the 10-month-old, is 28. So he just was having babies.
Yeah.
He was married twice, and now he has a new girlfriend.
Well, I mean, more power to him, more power to her.
I personally think that it's wildly irresponsible at 80 years old to have a kid. And I get that he has money, and I get that he has kids that will be able to take care of their sibling that's basically their kid / grandkid.
And the child has a mother.
But the kid is going to have to grow up without a dad. The kid is going to have to grow up...
Don't jinx Mr. De Niro. He could live another 20 years, and then that child
He's not living another 20 years.
You don't know. People live to be 100. People live to be 100. So, like, I mean, is it likely? No. But is it possible? Yes.
I'm a 21-year-old with a 100-year-old daddy. What does that look like? That's crazy.
I have seen some seniors that are in their 90s, close to 100, that are just as spry as I am.
Robert
and that's
De Niro
no joke.
is not spry.
But I wouldn't choose it for me. Let me just say that. I would not choose that for me. I would not want a parent that was that old when I was a toddler, and I would not want a spouse that was that much older than I am.
Why are men able to have kids until they're 80 is my question.
But you know, to each his own. It is definitely not my thing.
I want to talk to the girlfriend and be like, was it like the scene in Queen Charlotte? Like,
I don't know what you're talking about, but I just know it was not nice. I know what you're saying is not nice. I'm not even gonna ask.
Because I'm just like, you're obviously young enough to have a kid, and he's 80. That could be your great granddaddy.
I'm not gonna judge her.
I am judging
out loud anyway. I'm not gonna in my mind.
I will,
but I'm not gonna judge her.
If people are gonna criticize me for saying an 80-year-old,
they're gonna criticize you because you're 20-something years old and you're judging people that are 40-something and 80-something. But I'm not gonna judge her. But
20 years old saying why? Like, okay.
In my mind, I have a certain thought about the situation, but I'm just gonna mind my business.
I gotta see how old his girlfriend is now, because what?
Didn't you say she was in her 40s?
His girlfriend is 45.
Yeah, I'm gonna mind my business.
They have a 35-year age gap.
I'm gonna mind my business.
Why? This podcast is not about minding business. This podcast is about talking about people's business.
Child, well, we know. I mean, you know.
The check must be excellent.
Oh,
the check must pay. The check must gonna pay this baby bills and the baby bills.
Well, we know that we know that the child will be provided for. So that's something that we don't have to.
Kids need more than money. She's not gonna. Or I can't remember what. I think
that's true.
She's not gonna have a dad in 20 years.
Don't say that. Stop saying that. You're gonna jinx him. But I just think that I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't even know what to say.
I don't understand how you even have that conversation of we finna make a baby. You're 80.
And you're assuming that it was intentional. What if let's use our sanctified imagination. What if she was using some type of contraception and it didn't work and she ended up pregnant, and because she did have a husband that could support the child, she decided to have her baby?
Why
we don't know.
45-year-old sexually involved with 80-year-old. That's
now look now you really minding somebody else's business.
That's a problem in of itself.
Now, as your mother, I'm gonna tell you, you are way out of line. You are really minding somebody's business.
I'm giving my opinion.
Like, that man can do what he wants to do with his girlfriend. They are definitely of age of consent.
I just don't understand why the girlfriend would want to do it with an 80-year-old man.
Mr. De Niro might have swag, just like mine. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Wasn't he in The Godfather? Was he in The Godfather?
I think. Well, that was Al Pacino, maybe. Or maybe both of them were in The Godfather. I don't even know. But I know he is a mega star. He is a very nice person from what I've seen him interviewed.
That's really wonderful.
And maybe he just, like, that woman might, let's think about it maybe this way. Maybe because he is that old and she loves him that much, she may have wanted to have a child with him because she has that kind of love for him and she wanted to have a part of him.
How do you find out you love an 80-year-old man?
I saw the picture of him, and while he does look older, he doesn't look like he looks better than a lot of 80-year-olds. And she may have been attracted to his mind, his heart, his soul. I'm not judging the people. I'm gonna leave the people alone. I'm not judging the people. She may have been attracted to something. If an 80-year-old man
comes up to me trying to spit game, I'm gonna be like, "Sir, do you need your walker and your cane? Can I help you to your car?"
Everybody 80 is not feeble. Everybody that's 80 is not feeble. I'm telling you, there are some people that are octogenarians. And centenarians, whatever the word is for like that age group, there are people that are very, very, very spry and active. So I'm gonna leave them alone. Look, and I'm not gonna judge anybody because I am half of 100. I might end up dating somebody much older.
Older? Okay, I thought you was gonna say younger. No, you're not.
No, I might end up with somebody else. Now I'm not going 30 years older because that's a little bit too much for me. But
I can see you dating somebody that's like 60.
Yeah.
Past that, I'm gonna be like, what we doing?
Well, here's the thing. If he's past that, he can't look like he's past that. Like, everybody got to be like, really? When you tell him his age, because no, I'm not trying to date anybody
as
that
long as
looks,
you don't bring nobody home that's my age, we're good.
No, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm not that kind of, I think that I'm not her.
And this is what I'm saying about Robert and this lady. What's going on?
I mean, but at least she's not a 20-something or a 30-something. At least she is, good and adult. I think you're worried about it too much.
The movies must pay the Viagra-ville, I guess.
I think, now you know what? That's disrespectful. That is just disrespectful. Y'all, I did not teach her to act like that.
He's 80.
I did not teach her to act like that. Mr. De Niro, we love you, and I apologize for the shade.
Okay, wait. This is my statement before I get accused.
And Mr. De Niro, if you want to come on here and educate her about your swag, we invite you to become
Mr. De Niro,
to come and be a guest.
I apologize if my comments have offended you.
You should.
But my opinion remains the same. Thank you. So
I don't know who raised you.
Ask a Gemini. I also saw this on the internet, on Instagram, and I feel to me it's very obvious what I would choose. But who knows? People may find some reason to argue with me in our comment section because they always do. The house is burning in flames, engulfed. Take 2. Bae, meaning your significant other, your mother-in-law, your kid, $20 million, or your dog.
See, this is easy for me, pretty much. Well, actually, there is nothing for me to even question at this point because there is no Bae. So that's off the table. Mother-in-law, child, I wish I would. I'd take the dog before I took the mother-in-law, and I'm just being honest. But anyway, I'm going to take my kid and the money. Like, there's nothing on that list. That's easy for me. Now, if I was involved with somebody, even if I was involved with somebody, unless you had done something really horrific to me and really made me mad, I'm going to still get your butt and my money, and I'm gonna pray for Bae and hope that he can make it out.
Wait. You're saying that if you currently were with somebody, that you would choose me and the money? Absolutely not. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I would choose you and the money because a mother is always, at least a good mother, is always going to prioritize their child.
The kid, yes, but the man versus the money. You choosing the money?
You know what? I had already made my mind. No. If there was a significant other, I was you and him.
Okay.
Look, future Bae, I misspoke. I apologize. No.
I was like, what?
I was still on, okay, I only got 2 options. If I had a significant other, I would get you in them,
Okay, if it was
wait, how long have I known him? Has he proven himself? I ain't got any reason to doubt him. As long as he's
all these details.
As long as he is Bae, and I'm thinking he's Bae, because Bae sometimes don't be Bae. As long as he's Bae, and I believe that he's Bae, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in them. But not having a Bae, I'm gonna get you in the money.
Okay, my answer is I'm getting my man, number 1 priority. Then, if I have kids, I'm obviously getting my kid. Well, actually,
you gonna get the man before the kid?
Actually,
I didn't raise you like that.
I was looking at the list.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my kid first.
Okay, thank you.
Because his grown self should be able to try to thug it out until I can get the kid and then find him.
That.
I'm gonna get my kid first, then him.
Okay.
If I don't have a kid, I'm taking the money. I love animals. I loved my dog. I was distraught when my dog died. We all know this. But $20 million. I can do a lot with. I can donate to an animal shelter.
That's what I'm talking about. Save a bunch of other dogs.
I can save a whole.
Now the pet parents are going to lose their minds, but that's your business. Because
that's your business. You can have your business. I am taking the money because at the end of the day, I'm hoping the dog has enough sense to run out of the burning building.
Yeah.
I'm not risking my life for a dog. I'll risk my life for the $20 million because the $20 million can change my life.
Yeah.
The dog is not going to change my life.
I wouldn't risk my life for it, but if I got time to, I know I got time to, it's you, Bae, money. You, Bae, money. And absent of Bae, you, money.
And I feel anybody that says Bae over kid.
No.
Because I said.
Because people do it every day, not for money, but just because they scandalous. But anyway.
Because like I said, I feel like a grown person should be able to fend for themselves, and they should want you to.
I was going to say, and if they are a decent human being, they would want you to choose.
Because assuming
your child
it's
over
both
them.
of y'all's kids, they're gonna be like, go get.
And even if it's not their child, if they have any kind of human decency, they would expect for you to get your child and not them. And then if time, get them. But
this reminds me of that conversation of if you're in labor and there's a complication, do you save the mother or do you save the kid?
That's hard. I would not want to be a man having to make that decision.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, obviously, if I'm dead, I can't be mad. But I wouldn't be upset either. Like depending on who he choked, because like that's a very like your baby, your wife. But for me, I want to shoot me.
Well, here's the thing. The question would be who has the best chance of survival,
and then that's who you.
Because if there's a clear cut, we can say one or the other, and this one has a more likely chance to survive, then you go with the one that has the best chance of survival. If it's 50-50, that's a discussion that you should have had prior to that situation, arising, and you make that decision. In theory, and I hate to say this because I'm a save my child first type of person, but in theory,
you do not know that kid yet.
You could, and here's the thing, and I hate to say this because there's going to be some, I'm going to get judged no matter what. But in theory, you could get pregnant again and have another baby, but you cannot get that same spouse back.
I feel like you already have developed.
I don't know. That's one of those.
I can understand how a man would have either. Would be battling with that.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't judge them either way. If it was a 50, I wouldn't judge them.
I would, because now, that's your baby.
Hold on, let's get this straight. I wouldn't judge them if it was somebody else. If it's your spouse or something, better choose my baby or you're not going to leave the hospital yourself.
Wait, so you're saying if I'm in labor.
You're in labor and you significant other has
my husband and be like,
honey, if he don't make the right choice, he ain't going home. Somebody going to be having to decide whether to pull the plug on him. But what if I had already
told you, I'm letting him make the decision?
He ain't making no decision that without me having input.
No, yes.
He might think he is, but he won't live anywhere in this community anymore.
Is I've already said, hey, if he has to make the decision, let him make the decision.
You forgot who you was talking to, huh? You forgot. You forgot who your mama is.
But if I say let him make the decision as my spouse, I say let him make the decision. You're not gonna let him live? If you know that he had my blessing, I specifically,
you know what? You can talk until I'm tall and you short, honey. If he wants any chance of leaving that hospital without needing medical intervention,
even if you know that he had my full blessing and support,
if he wants to leave the hospital without needing medical intervention, he will not cross me up. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
He got it. He know what he doing.
Okay, he got it. He know what he doing. He also know I'm gonna be right there looking at him when he doing it. So choose wisely, and you can go get whoever you want to go get. Choose wisely, sir. Is all I gotta say. I know people.
You do not know people.
Oh, I know people.
You do not know people. Why are you trying to threaten?
And if I don't know people, I know how to get to know people. You do not know. Anyway, he better choose wisely is all I got to say. And somebody better tell me something that's going to make me say,
and
okay.
I'm telling you, I preemptively had this conversation and I said, let him make
you unconscious.
Decision.
You don't know what's going on.
I'm saying that I know I have thought about the circumstances.
You don't know what's going on.
I preemptively thought about the circumstances before I was unconscious, and I said, let him make the decision. And but you're gonna betray my wishes on my deathbed?
If he makes the right decision, it won't be your deathbed.
Well, it's the right decision to you, but it might not be the right decision to him or to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
What is that gonna solve? Now I'm dead, you in jail. What is that solving?
He won't be free. He won't be free to be booed up with nobody else. I guarantee you that.
Wait. I didn't say he was allowed to have nobody else.
That's the thing. You gone and now somebody else raising my grandbaby.
Wait.
You know what? Look here. You raising my blood pressure even talking about that. No, ma'am.
But I didn't say that he could get somebody else to raise her.
You think that he gonna be alone for the rest of his life?
Yes.
And see, yes. Okay, let's talk about it. He decides, I'm choosing the baby. Now you gone with my grandbaby being raised by some other heifer. Girl, please. No, ma'am. You know I'm going Grady.
Wait, Grady, I never
go ahead. Look, Grady. I'm gonna be cute in the mugshot. No, ma'am.
I never thought about the fact that if something happened to me, that somebody else would have to raise my kid.
Thank you. And then what if he gets with somebody that's all extra, telling me about I can't see my grandbaby? Girl, don't even make me act the fool. If he's the biological parent, yeah. Yeah, don't make me act crazy. See, you didn't think this through. I'm older than you, wiser. That's why you need me. No, ma'am. No other heifer will be raising my grandchild with him all booed up. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So, yeah, Mr. Grady Judd, I will be coming to see you if he do the wrong thing. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm not having kids for like another 6 years.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
We don't have that to worry about right now.
Praise the Lord. All righty.
But, Gemini Gens. So, back on the topic of travel, would you like to go first?
Sure. So, as you heard, we have traveled to San Antonio recently, and we've done not extensive travel, but we've gotten a little travel bug. So, we like to do a little visit every now and then. We have found, if you are not aware, because some people are not, we have found that most major cities, even if it's not a touristy city, will have what's called a city pass.
Or a Go City Pass.
Or a Go City Pass. You need to Google before you travel anywhere and see if they have those. So basically what a city pass is they will group several of the most popular attractions, locations, museums, zoos, theme parks, if it's a city that has a theme park. They will group them together, and if you buy a city pass, it's much cheaper than buying individual tickets to those locations. A lot of times the city pass will include 1 or 2 major attractions, and then you get to choose from a group or a listing of other attractions that are not as popular but are still popular tourist destinations. City passes save you anywhere from 55%, sometimes more than that.
And I think the one that we used saved us 50%.
Yeah, it varies from city to city, but anywhere you're going to travel, even out of the country, like I think some other countries have some version of a city pass. So when you get ready to travel, Google, do your research, do your homework, check and see if they have a city pass, because if you're planning on doing tourist attractions, then it will save you a lot of money, and it will help you like find out sometimes, because like we would not have known in San Antonio about a couple of the museums, but they were listed on the City Pass site. So check that out if you're traveling.
And a way to get discounted City Passes is also if you have a Sam's Club membership, a Costco membership, a BJ's membership, and sometimes even through your job. Like I know through my job, sometimes we can get discounts on different things. There's ways for you to, like, for instance, Sam's Club, because that's what we use. They have like a whole travel and entertainment section, so you can get discounted concert tickets. You can get discounted hotels, car rental. You can get like Disney tickets, Universal tickets, Legoland, like all of the different places that you would probably want to visit on vacation or for entertainment. I think even movie tickets are on there sometimes.
Yeah, they are.
It's a good place to go and see if you can get a discount, and it's not some like weird sketchy site where you like unsure whether you should be putting your credit card information in.
They're usually working in cooperation with the city government, so that it's on the up and up. You're not going.
Well, the City Pass is not the.
Yeah, the City Pass is not Sam's Club, but even with that, Sam's Club is reputable. Like if you don't have a good outcome, you have an avenue to go back to.
And Sam's has really good hotel discounts sometimes. So definitely,
And if you work for a major company, ask them if they have a corporate discount program or if they have things, because like some of the major companies can get, because of the number of people they employ, you can sometimes get like discounted tickets and stuff through your employer. So always check before you travel, see how you can save you a few coins.
Yeah, we all about saving money around these parts.
Amen.
But that's all we have for y'all folks today. I don't know, I'm talking in a southern accent. I'm feeling very country, feeling very Beyonce. Yeah. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Period.